Sing it.
No.
I'm trying to get her to sing Popeye the Sailor Man to you.
No.
She won't do it.
I don't sing. I'm sorry, I don't sing.
Alrighty guys, today we're going to be continuing on our raised bed and container planting video series. And if you haven't guessed already, we're going to be planting spinach. So we can't get Tina to sing for us, but we can show you how to grow some spinach. So guys, we're going to head over here to the metal raised beds, and we're going to throw us in a crop of spinach, and we'll be able to get that off in time to plant some summer crops too. Spinach doesn't take very long, and you can pick on it, but when it turns hot, it's going to bolt on you. So that's when spinach season's over. So we've got a special place picked out. One of the beds is a little more shaded than the others. So, and spinach likes a continuous moisture. So guys, we'll get over there. We'll show you how to plant some spinach, and maybe Tina will mess something up. Alrighty guys, we're out here in the raised bed garden, and we're going to be working on spinach today. So this bed here is down at the end of the garden. We're kind of near the corn plot there. But it's down at the end of the garden, and there's some potted trees, but it sits underneath this big tree here. So this bed here gets a lot of shade during the summer. The leaves haven't quite come out on the tree yet to shade it, but we got to get this spinach in while it's still good and cool. And we'll keep it over here in this shady spot and try to keep the soil cool too for it. So we've got this bed raked out. We're going to go ahead and put together some super soil, get it carted over here. We'll get that added to the bed, and then we'll bring you guys back and show you a little bit more what we're up to. Alrighty guys, we got our super soil added to the bed. We're going to kind of keep that close to the surface. We'll just rake it out pretty even, and but we want to keep that up at the surface. It's got a lot of nutrients and stuff in it, and as we water and stuff, that'll go down through the ground. But we don't want it to go down so fast that the plants don't have a chance to use it. So we're going to leave all the nutrients up at the top of the soil today. You'll notice that's a common practice of ours in most videos. Let's see if we can get T on camera. How you doing, T?
Playing in the dirt.
Playing in the dirt?
Yeah. On a beautiful sunny day.
On a beautiful sunny day?
Yeah.
Yeah, you see how much richer that super soil is than it's super soil in that bed. It's just spent and dried, but that fresh soil always helps. We'll keep those nutrients up. It'll feed the seedlings when they start to come up. But spinach is kind of an odd little thing. We'll tell you a little bit more about it. There's a few tricks to keeping it alive and keeping it growing. So we'll get this soil spread out, and we'll bring you right back. Alrighty guys, we got the super soil spread out and evened out, and we're going to be using, you can see there Tina's got her Job's fertilizer. We ended up tearing up the bag a little bit, so it's there in the bucket. But
It's got a big hole in the back.
it's got a big hole in the bag. I remember when it tore, we were fishing it out of the grass. But we'll tell you a little bit about spinach and its feeding habits. What you need to do when you plant spinach is it needs a balanced fertilizer, and the Job's is pretty well balanced there at 274. So that's what it'll take to get your seedlings up. But spinach, unlike you see us throwing bone meal and stuff on a lot of our plants, spinach is a heavy nitrogen feeder. So you bring it up with a balanced fertilizer, but every 2 or 3 weeks we're going to have to go back over this with just a straight nitrogen fertilizer, like a 3400 or a 2800. It just that first number is nitrogen, and that's what you really want. So you want to try to avoid potassium or potash as much as you can. At higher levels, potash is actually a broadleaf plant herbicide. So you can, a lot of plants use it, but you don't want to go too high with it. So definitely avoid a high last number. But we've got a balanced fertilizer on there now, so we're getting ready to start planting. So let us get some of this, get these holes punched in here. We're going to punch the holes in by hand. We'll get the holes punched in here. We'll bring you back and show you a little bit about the spacing and stuff. Alrighty guys, we've got it all leveled out, and we patted it down a little bit, and we've got our planting holes in there. As you can see, they're on about a 4 to 5 inch grid over the entire surface. So we're going to go ahead and probably get to planting, but we're going to use this 5x5 grid, and then we'll just get them covered over real lightly. But we'll show you that planting here in just a second. Just wanted to show you the grid before we started covering them up. We're going to go about an inch deep, but we're also going to lightly cover, so you can probably figure it at about a ½ inch deep. But we'll get them real lightly covered, then we'll water them in. That'll put some nice soft dirt for the seedlings to push up through. But we'll go ahead and let's get this planted. Alrighty guys, Tina's got all the seeds in, and we're just going through and lightly knocking dirt in on them. But we're not really packing them down. Again, you want that real light soil for the seedlings to come up through. Real important for the first week or so that you keep them really damp. We'll show you watering them in here in a second. But guys, you just gotta try to work with the seedling and try to help it up through. You know, it needs some real light soil. A lot of times we'll put even some black cow, just a light layer of black cow, because it's mostly sand. But the stores are sold out of it, so we're not going to let that stop us. We're just going to go on and we'll keep on planting. What do you think, T?
Spinach.
Spinach. But guys, we'll get this covered down, and then we'll get back here. We'll water it in, and we'll bring you back for that. Alrighty, guys, we're getting ready to get this water down in. And what you want to do is make sure you get it good and wet. You don't want it to puddle up on you though. That can cause ground staining. It's usually the wood material in your soil releases tannins or tannic acid, and you don't want ground stain, or I don't know the other name for it. It has another name. Either way, you mix that with a little bit of sunshine, and it'll rot the seedlings off in a hurry. So guys, you want to make sure you just get it good and wet, and that'll about cover it. Keep it wet for the first week, and you'll start to see seedlings, and then you can go to a little more once a day watering, and then every couple of weeks you'll want to make sure you fertilize with a straight nitrogen. Be kind of sparing with it. If you see your leaves start to brown or anything, go ahead and soak the bed. That'll help leach some of the nitrogen back out of it so you don't burn up your plants. But you'll see spinach is a heavy feeder, and when it gets to that deep blue-green stage, you'll know you're fertilizing it right. So we'll probably go on and get out of here. Say hi one last time, T. Guys, that's going to be spinach. You're still not going to sing it, are you?
No.
All right, guys. That's going to wrap it up for planting some spinach today. But we planted a nice broadleaf spinach that we enjoy. It's a Savoy type. And guys, we're just going to go ahead and get out of here. This video's been painful enough as it is. But if you like the content here on the channel, we hope you'll subscribe. And again, down there next to the subscribe button is a bell. If you'll ring that bell, Tina will sing Popeye the Sailor Man to you.
No.
Just ring the bell. But guys, if you enjoyed the video today, please give it a thumbs up and leave us a question or comment down below. Maybe somebody will type out the words to the song for you. But we really appreciated you taking your time to spend with us and fumble around in the garden with us a little bit. But we hope everybody's happy and healthy. And guys, we're all going to pull through this little mess going on right now. Don't worry about that. It'll pass.
It'll pass.
But guys, we appreciate you spending your time with us. We'll catch you in the next one.